Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist and I'm creating a video every day for a year. This is video 336. Hope you guys had an amazing day or night, whatever time it is when you catch this. And I wanted you to kind of close your eyes for just a second and take a really big deep breath in and hold it at the top for a few seconds and then exhale for a few seconds. Do that again. Take another deep breath in and hold it at the top. And then exhale for a few seconds. And you can open your eyes or close them, keep them closed, and just imagine what your life would be like if you had everything solved right now. Whatever you're wanting to be solved or restored, just think about how that would feel. And what you're doing is when you imagine something, you're training your mind and body to think it real because it thinks it's real, whatever you're imagining. And so know that during your day, you're constantly imagining something. And so we want to deliberately use our imagination as a tool, just like we would our phone. Our phone is a tool, we could call it. And you're going to use your imagination as a tool to create what you're wanting in your mind. And then we watch what happens. So I look at using the imagination as I've made a decision. So when you make a decision and you commit to that decision and you're committing to yourself when you're doing this, then everything that you need will show up in perfect timing just for you. It will flow to you. It will show up out of nowhere, out of the blue. It's really out of the oblivious, as Esther Hicks likes to say. Everything you need will come to you. It might not be exactly what you're wanting, but it could be and will be what it is that you're needing to potentially shape and mold you into the person that you're needing to become before you get the thing that you're even wanting. Think about that. That is what I always tell myself. Everything works out for my benefit. I say that to myself every single day, and I always say I'm getting better and better every day. Every day is better than the last, always. Every moment is showing me more of me. So I just look at it like that. It really helps me get through everything, anything that happens. And so by deliberately using your imagination, you kind of get your juices flowing a little bit in a different way versus the way you've always been training yourself, unknowingly, unconsciously. So we've got to pivot. We've got to redirect our minds where we want them to go. And here's one more practice I'll leave you with too. It's going to be a shorter video today, kind of to the point. They call this expressive writing, and there's some studies that they've done on this, but it's basically you're writing about your deepest emotions for 20 minutes a day for 4 days. And it produces measurable improvements in immune function, cortisol levels, and depression symptoms. So just write about your deepest emotions and see how that makes you feel. Because it's so interesting what happens when you acknowledge your emotions, maybe for the first time in your life. And I've done this before where I've written for 3 days. I've never tried 4 days before, but it significantly changes whatever was bothering me the first time. The second time I wrote about it, it wasn't as bad. And the third time I was just kind of over it. So I think that, grief needs a witness, even if it's just writing it on a piece of paper. So begin to acknowledge yourself more than you ever have and watch what happens when you do that. And like I said, it helps depression symptoms. I think it helps anxiety. All of these things are going to help our immune system. And so you want to acknowledge you and know that everything that you're doing is getting you closer to who you want to become. So make some decisions today about what you want to have happen in your life and watch what happens when you make those decisions, because things will shift outside of you when you change yourself internally. So I'm going to leave you today with that. This is the shortest video I think I've ever done. Aren't you proud of me? I didn't ramble today. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys take good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to. Pass this on to somebody that you think might benefit from this information. We'll talk about this in a few days to catch up, see how you guys are doing with this if you decide to do this. And remember, you are so loved. And remember to appreciate yourself, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I'll see you later. Bye.